when you are healing from narcissistic abuse, you start healing emotionally. Emotions are invisible and they are non-linear. So you carry around a lot of emotional wounds. Therefore, it is so important to write down the truth about that relationship. You need to write down the traumatic experiences. Because when you start writing, you start feeling. And when you still think like, oh, I don't want to write because that hurts, then I will tell you, you don't allow yourself to grieve the losses within that relationship because you lost your innocence. You lost your self-worth. You lost your self-love. You lost your safety. You lost yourself because you became a mirror for the narcissist and you have buried yourself. You became nothing in that relationship. So you need to write down a list with the belief systems you have internalized in that relationship. And then you need to make a list with all the traumatic events that you have experienced within that relationship. Because there you start to feel. When you start writing, do it without any judgment. Write down whatever you want. Don't force it though. You don't need to rush. Every day you just write. Write whatever you want. But the most important thing is to make a list about that person. Because you have shaped an image about that person in the love bombing phase. And that's the image with whom you had a relationship with. Within your own fantasy. That was your escape within traumatic events in that relationship. Every time that person became violent, aggressive, they started to humiliate you, criticize you, maybe even embarrass you around other people. Whatever they did, what made you feel very small, foolish, ashamed of yourself. You couldn't protect yourself in whatever way. So instead of leaving a person who have hurt you with their actions, their behavior, you stayed. And there you lost your self-worth. There you lost your self-respect. You lost it all there. So you need to go back there. And maybe that time is like a very long time ago. But you need to go back. Because you escaped all those experiences with that person. You found excuses for that person. You didn't want to see their true colors. Because every time a traumatic event happened within that relationship with that person, you escaped into your fantasy, where you had a relationship with an illusion.